Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chucky Boy and I've been brought back from the dead thanks to Entertainment Weekly coming out with a whole new behind the scenes video. This is a different one than they came out with a couple weeks ago. This one has different footage and looks of this film that we'll be breaking down. Just 23 more days till we get to see this thing, man. But the real horror movie will be how many of you will stay here on day 24. Don't unsubscribe after Chucky. I can do more. But before going down to breaking this, look, we have to come out with the obvious. So much stuff has come out. I've done every little detail and corner of this movie. If there's so much as a butt crack in here, I've broken it down and told you how Chucky might take care of that. Also, stick around today because I think I got another Terminator update and I got a review for the movie Ma. I got to see that and hey, that's pretty gripping. So let's just see what little we can actually digest here and really just react to the footage and what we think of it. So it does open up right away with looking at what's going to be the final scene of this movie. I just love how Andy is totally beat up in this film. You gotta remember in the previous films, old Andy never really got any scruffs on him. In fact, the only time Chucky really ever made him draw blood is when he slit the back of his ankle in Child's Play 3. Other than that, boys walked away pretty clean. In this one, this Andy gets pummeled, bruised up. The boy's becoming a soldier at a young age. From there, we are given another new shot of this Child's Play doll, and man, are those eyes sparkly blue. You can just get lost in them. But I think it really is with the way this shot is lighted because it makes it look like the entire eye is blue. But putting that aside, the doll looks great here. I mean, for now, I think we can all agree we've had our doubts with the doll, but in fact, it looks fine. It looks good. I'm very happy with it. It's no longer going to be an eyesore when watching this movie. I'm really starting to warm up to it, and hey, I think I'm going to buy a figure when that comes out. From there, we're given a little more in-depth of Detective Mike Norris in this movie, played by Brian Tyree Henry. Interesting things in here. Looks like he has a partner right there. Wonder what kind of banter they will have, but the interesting part here that I want to dissect is he tells Andy, I know you've probably been hearing a lot of things about me, but they're not all true, which leads me to believe this is probably one of those towns where everybody kind of knows each other. I think maybe Detective Mike Norris has had some sort of mistake in his past that is sort of haunting him, or actually has a tragic backstory that'll come to play in this movie. It'll probably be told to him by the kids in his building when they say, oh, this guy's helping you with your case. Man's kind of crazy. He did this one case and woo, we think he killed his partner. I don't know, something crazy like that, just to add another layer to the characters we already know. I don't see why else he would tell a little kid like Andy, oh, I know you've probably been hearing a lot of things about me, like I'm a cop. And you know what? That's probably it. You know what? It's all true, actually. Jumping from Detective Mike Norris, we go to Andy Barkley in this movie. Finally, a full 100% confirmation. No more speculation. The boy is wearing a hearing aid. So many people wondering if it was a Bluetooth or an extensive accessory to the Buddi doll, that maybe that's how he remote controls it. But no, I kind of like this handicap added to Andy because it's another layer of why he might be introverted. And even he says it himself, he's insecure about it, which again would lead him to befriend a toy doll. I'm still thinking this is going to come into play a lot in the movie, and that device is going to be owned by the same company that makes the little Buddi dolls, Caslin, and we're going to get to see Chucky do some creative things with that. Hopefully. Another look here of some of the dolls they use in this movie, held up by the director Lars Kjellberg. And you know what? These things look alright. I don't know why in the promos they kept giving us those little half shots. This to me is something I would see a kid wanting, and then if it turned out to want to kill me, I'd also be scared. We got to do something about them Velcro shoes, man, because I don't want to hear Chucky going. Another little detail I want to mention here of the character of Andy, he seems to be an old soul, meaning he's in love with stuff before his time. And some of the other trailers we saw that he had old Nintendo consoles. And if you look on his wall, he's got posters of these old ass movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I can't really make out what that poster is. If anyone knows, comment down below. I think this is kind of cool to add that characteristic to Andy. But in all this all just could be little Easter eggs pointing to when Chucky was made as an icon back in the 80s/90s. So all this could just be an homage to that, but still a nice little quirky trait that he's in love with the 80s. Who isn't? Another shot here that we've seen, but kind of a little more extended, is when Chucky is rising up behind little pervert doughboy. We see his eyes start turning red. Again, a significant factor in this movie that when those eyes are red, it's that differentiating quality of either he's being a regular toy or he's coming to life and he wants to do sinister things. That's really about as much as we could pick up from this little snippet. They are just teasing us so much. I don't like it. I want to see this movie already. I am hyped for it. I have to start getting to that space where I gotta lower my expectations. Don't get too crazy. You don't want to go in thinking it's going to be The Godfather or an Avengers Endgame. It's still just a regular horror movie and you want to take it as is. So that is just a little breakdown of the stuff we've gotten already. There's still more Chucky content to come. I still got about 3 movies left in the series. Gonna get that to you. I'm just holding out because I don't want to do See the Chucky. Don't make me do it, guys. But other than that, I still got movie news to give out to you guys. So be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.